Okay, so let's talk a little bit about modes. Well, a lot of people when they hear modes and all these names like Locrian and Dorian, Phrygian, all this, they kind of think, what on earth's that? Because it's not really used in music anymore. They're used a lot in jazz because they just add color. Essentially, you're playing a different scale, you're playing a different melody, a different sound, a different order of notes. So let's get down to what it all means then. So we're just going to use the white notes for now to demonstrate this. And I'm sure that you all know that when you start on C and you play C to C, that gives us a major scale. Of course it does. A major scale is a major scale because of a gap of a tone, a semitone, tone, 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 and then semitone. That makes a major scale. When you start on F, you have to change to make it tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. And the same with all the other scales that you learn starting on the different notes. Forget that for now. We're just dealing with C major. C to C, or 1 to 8 and back again, gives us a major scale. Now, along the modal name for a major scale is actually Ionian. Ionian is what they used to call major scale. And of course it goes back to the Renaissance period, a lot of these modes. I think Greensleeves, pretty sure Greensleeves is in another mode, which we'll come to in a minute. So C to C is major. Now if we start on D and we play that is neither a major nor a minor scale. And that is actually what we call a Dorian scale, and you would say D Dorian. D to D, that's D Dorian. There's some of the melodies you might sing around the Dorian mode because it's this B that's really making us sound like Dorian. If that was flat, it'd just be a normal minor scale. But D to D, in the context of C major or just white notes, no sharps or flats, D to D is Dorian, D Dorian. So in preparation for any songs that you might be singing in Dorian mode, whatever note you might start on, because they're all going to sound like that. All Dorian is going to sound like that. And would just be to sing along with that. Moving forward. 3. Note number 3. Number 1 major, number 2 is Dorian, number 3, E to E, is called Phrygian. And that sounds different again. It's almost minor, but it's different. It's got a different order of semitones and tones. E to E. Phrygian. Moving forward. Note 4 of 7. F. F to F. That's called Lydian mode. Lydian, F to F. The 5th note, G to G. This one's called Mixolydian. A to A is our natural minor, so you play them in associated board grades. There's a few varieties of minor scales, which you've probably sung harmonic, melodic before, but A to A, natural minor, so we haven't added any sharps or flattened any notes, we're just sticking with the white notes. This is called Aeolian. A to A, natural minor or Aeolian. And finally, the last one, which is B to B, is called Locrian. And that's called the Locrian scale, and that would be note number 7. And that's all of them. 1 major, 2 Dorian, 3 Phrygian, 4 Lydian, G Mixolydian, A natural minor or Aeolian, and B Locrian. And you could write music in any of these 7 different modes. You could have these seven different modes, and the chords underneath them can change. You know, with D Dorian, you're probably going to play, you know, a D minor chord's going to go nicely with that. With the Phrygian one, E minor would be its root chord, and then the most uncommon one, which is the Locrian, you've actually got a kind of half diminished chord there, or flattened 5, a minor chord with flat 5. But you don't really need to worry about the chords, just concentrate on the notes. So there's modes. Major and minor are classed as modes. They are still modes, but of course you've got 5 other notes in addition in the C scale that you can start from that create Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Locrian. Hope that explains things a little bit more. I do believe Greensleeves is in the natural minor. I might be wrong about that. You might want to look that up. And another famous tune which is modal is the Simpsons. That's actually in Lydian mode. So there we go. An introduction into modes. Have it.